I'm gonna tell Gemini Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. Y'all, a lot of us are still used to 2025. I am still used to 2025. So last day of 2025, y'all, December. Lose joy while you can, y'all, but can't believe it. We're going to 2026. I probably can't believe it, okay? Oh.
Happy New Year's Eve. It's exciting to ring in 2026. Since you'll be turning 21 this coming June, this is a big year ahead for you. Do you have any special plans for your YouTube channel tonight? Whether you're recording a celebration or just relaxing, I hope it's a great start to the new year. Would you like some ideas for a New Year's themed video featuring Miles or the Elemental Overlord?
But 2025. But 2025 is leaving too soon.
I hear you. It always feels like the end of the year sneaks up fast, especially when you've been busy building things like your YouTube channel and developing characters like Miles. 2025 definitely seemed to fly by. Since you mentioned 2025 is leaving too soon, maybe we can do a quick year in review for your creative projects to send the year off right. 2025 highlights to remember. Character growth. You've been refining Miles the Ice Warrior's personality, keeping him quiet but impactful. New lore. You introduced the Elemental Overlord fusion form, setting the stage for huge future battles. Content.
Why he stop? Hang on. Gotta do it over again, y'all, because
I hear you. It always feels like the end of the
do not stop working. It had a problem before with him. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I blows my phone, y'all. I don't know what's happening.
year sneaks up fast, especially when you've been busy building things like your YouTube channel and developing characters like Miles. 2025 definitely seemed to fly by. Since you mentioned 2025 is leaving too soon, maybe we can do a quick year in review for your creative projects to send the year off right. 2025 highlights to remember. Character growth. You've been refining Miles the Ice Warrior's personality, keeping him quiet but impactful. New lore. You introduced the Elemental Overlord fusion form, setting the stage for huge future battles. Content creation. You've been recording and posting to your channel, building your skills as a creator. Even if you don't have a specific video planned for tonight, you've laid a lot of groundwork for a massive 2026. Would you like to brainstorm a few plot points for Miles to tackle in the first few months of the new year?
No. I'm putting no, not at this moment. Anyway, also, I want to ask you, what is the best cake ever made in a YouTube? Oh, ever made in DC Comics. Well, actually, I want to say YouTube.
In the DC universe, there isn't just one cake that everyone agrees is the best, but there are 3 legendary contenders that fans always talk about. Depending on if you're looking for the tastiest, the most famous, or the most ridiculous, here are the top 3. 1. Lex Luthor's 40 Cakes, the most famous. This is a legendary piece of DC history. In a 1978 educational book called the Super Dictionary, there is a famous illustration of Lex Luthor stealing 40 cakes. The meme. It became a massive internet meme because of the line, asterisk, and that's as many as 4 tens. And that's terrible. The canon DC actually made this crime part of Lex Luthor's official history in Superman number 709. It turns out he stole them from a school bake sale because he was angry he didn't win the science fair. 2. Alfred Pennyworth's tea cakes. The tastiest. If you want the cake that is actually the best to eat, it's anything made by Alfred Pennyworth. Alfred is a world-class chef and baker. In the comics and Batman the Animated Series, he often makes small tea cakes or crumpets that Bruce Wayne admits he can never replicate. He also famously bakes a birthday cake for Tim Drake, Robin, every year, even when Bruce forgets, making it the most meaningful cake in Gotham. 3. Ma Kent's rhubarb pie, the runner-up. While not technically a cake, Ma Kent's baking is widely considered the best food in the entire DC multiverse. Heroes from all over the world, and even other planets, have traveled to the Kent farm in Smallville just to get a taste of her desserts. In many stories, Superman claims her rhubarb pie is better than any 5-star meal in Metropolis. Fun fact for your YouTube channel. If you ever wanted to do a hero versus villain food challenge, you could have Miles the Ice Warrior try to protect a bakery from Lex Luthor's 40 cake heist. Which one of these sounds like the best to you? The one everyone wants, Ma Kent's, or the one that's a funny meme, Lex's 40 cakes?
Can you stop bringing up Miles every time? Please. It's the S, Joe. Anyway. Who is the best cook in Marvel? They don't let me do anything. Jarvis, really?
In Marvel, the title of Best Cook usually comes down to 3 characters, depending on whether you want a professional chef, a home cook, or a master of flavor. 1. Edwin Jarvis, the professional. As the longtime butler for the Avengers, Jarvis is the Marvel equivalent of DC's Alfred. He has cooked for almost every major hero, from Captain America to Iron Man. His skill: he is a classically trained chef who can prepare high-end gourmet meals for world leaders or a perfect burger for a tired superhero. The feat. In one comic, even after being shrunk down to the size of a salt shaker by villains, he still managed to cook a perfect hamburger. 2. Aunt May, the heart. Aunt May might not be a professional, but her wheat cakes are legendary. Her skill: she specializes in comfort food. Her cooking is so good that it's often used as a way to heal Peter Parker after a rough battle. The feat. She once famously defeated the chameleon, who was disguised as Peter, simply by feeding him so many delicious cookies and oatcakes that he couldn't keep up his act. 3. Gambit, the master of flavor. If you're looking for someone with the most style and spice, it's Gambit from the X-Men.
Really?
His skill: being from Louisiana, he is a master of Cajun cooking. He's often seen making gumbo, jambalaya, and etouffee for the X-Men. The rivalry. He often gets into arguments with other X-Men, like Jean Grey, because he thinks their food is too bland and needs more kick. Honorable mention: Wolverine. Believe it or not, Logan is a highly skilled chef, specifically with Japanese cuisine. Because he lived in Japan for years, he is an expert at making sushi and traditional ramen. If you had to pick one for a Marvel MasterChef competition, who do you think would win? The classic skills of Jarvis or the spicy Cajun cooking of Gambit?
I don't know. I might make a reaction video too, y'all, or a theories video. Yeah, about my theories. I don't know who will win. Okay, so what is the best? Small time. Okay.
In Marvel, the title of Best Gamer usually goes to Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan. She is a huge fan of video games, especially RPGs and fighting games, and she's even part of a gaming guild in the comics. However, there are a few other heroes who could give her a run for her money. 1. Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, the modern pro. Kamala is the most relatable gamer in Marvel. She spends her free time playing games with her best friend Bruno and writing fanfiction. Her skill. She has incredible reflexes which help in-game and a deep knowledge of gaming culture. Why she wins. Unlike some other heroes who use their powers to cheat, Kamala actually loves the hobby and plays for fun. 2. Amadeus Cho, the cheat code. Amadeus Cho is one of the smartest people on Earth. He was also the totally awesome Hulk. His skill, his brain works like a supercomputer. He can calculate every possible move, frame data, and strategy in milliseconds. Why he wins. In a competitive match, it would be almost impossible to beat him because he knows exactly what you're going to do before you do it.
Really?
3. Beast, Hank McCoy, the Dungeon Master. If you consider tabletop RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons, Beast is considered the best. His skill, other heroes like Carol Danvers have called him the best Dungeon Master in the galaxy. He is incredibly creative and great at building complex worlds for his teammates to play in. 4. Taskmaster, the ultimate copycat. Even though he's a villain, Taskmaster would be an unstoppable gamer. His skill, he has photographic reflexes. If he watches a professional gamer play once, he can perfectly mimic their button timing and strategy perfectly. Fun fact, in some comics, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is also shown to be a pretty big gamer, but he usually loses because he gets distracted by a police scanner or a supervillain attacking the city. Who do you think would win a 1v1 in a fighting game? Kamala Khan with her natural talent? Or Amadeus Cho with his supermath brain?
Dude, I do not know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Hang on, y'all. I'm back. I would really do some thinking here. Oh, excuse me.
This is a tough situation for Jack's girlfriend. Based on how you described him, there are a few ways to look at whether she should stay or leave. The case for trying to help. If she really cares about him, she might want to try one last time. Sometimes people are rude or negative because they are frustrated or insecure about their skills. The strategy, instead of telling him what to do, which he won't listen to, she could try making cooking a no-pressure activity where they just hang out. The goal, to see if his negativity is just about the food, or if it's a deeper personality trait. The case for breaking up. To be honest, based on your description, breaking up might be the healthier choice for her, and here is why. He won't listen. Relationships only work when both people listen to each other.
Go.
If she is trying to help and he shuts her down every time, she's putting in 100% of the effort while he puts in 0%.
You're right.
He is just a rude person. There is a difference between being a bad cook and being a rude person. If he is rude to the person who is trying to help him and loves him, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Life is short. Since you mentioned earlier that 2025 went by too fast, it's a good reminder that time is valuable. Spending time with someone who is constantly negative and rude can be very draining. The verdict? If Jack is 19 and already refusing to grow or be kind to his girlfriend, he might need to be alone for a while to realize that his attitude is pushing people away. She should probably break up with him so she can find someone who appreciates her help and treats her with respect. Since you're a creator, this sounds like it could be a really interesting drama storyline for a video. Are you thinking about writing a script where Jack has to learn a lesson the hard way?
No, he'll be okay. No. Now, give me a... Just more often made up scenarios and what would our answers be made up.
Since you want a fresh scenario, let's step away from the kitchen drama and move into a high-stakes competition. Here is a made-up scenario for you. The scenario, the glitch in the tournament.
Made-up scenario for you. And these scenarios, something to talk about. The conversation keep going, yo. I gotta talk about something to it. I'm doing Gemini, I got something to talk about, something else to talk about, and reply to. Hell, Gemini is me really just talking to him, and then also sharing what he's saying, all that, what's going on, we're talking about, what we're doing, and all that. Besides battle scenarios and stories and popularity contests. We'll put the air off my phone. Okay, the scenario, the glitch. Hang on,
the setup. It's the year 2026, and the world's biggest virtual reality gaming tournament is happening. The prize is a golden controller that supposedly grants the winner one digital wish, the ability to change the code of any game they want. The characters: Jax, a 19-year-old pro gamer who is incredibly talented but has a massive ego. He thinks he's better than the game itself, and often insults his teammates.
Wow.
Leo, Jax's younger brother, 17, who is the tech support for the team. He's the only one who knows that Jax's ego is actually covering up a huge secret. Wow. Jax is losing his eyesight and can only see clearly inside the VR headset. Sloane, the rival. She's a tactical genius who plays with perfect logic and zero emotion. The conflict. During the final round, a massive glitch enters the system. The game world starts collapsing, and the NPC enemies start acting like real people, begging the players not to delete them by winning the game. The choice. Jax wants to push through the glitch, ignore the NPCs, and win the golden controller so he can wish his eyesight back to normal. He starts being extremely rude to Leo, telling him to just fix the code and shut up. Wow. Sloane realizes that if they finish the game while it's glitching, it might crash the whole internet, causing a global blackout. She tells Jax they have to forfeit. The ending, you decide. Does Jax stay rude and selfish, pushing for the win to save his own sight? Or does he finally listen to his brother Leo, team up with his rival Sloane, and sacrifice his big wish to save the digital world? How do you think a guy like Jax would react when the stakes are that high?
I'm going to say be evil, but I don't want his brother to die. I don't want Sloane or his brother or him to die. What's going to happen when the game world goes crazy, glitches out, the thing blows up, they all die. Hang on. Basic glitch enters the system and let's delete to my one. I'll give my answer. There's my answer.
That is a huge turning point for a character like Jax. Even though he started out rude and selfish, making the best choice shows he has the heart of a true hero under all that ego. Here is how that scene plays out. The turning point. Just as Jax is about to hit the finish button and claim his wish, he looks at Leo, who is struggling to hold the server together. He realizes that if he takes his prize, he'll have his sight back, but his brother and everyone else will be left in the dark. Jax sighs, lets go of his pride, and opens a private comms channel to Sloane. Jax. All right, Ice Queen. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're right. The prize isn't worth the crash. Tell me what to do. The team up. Sloane provides the logic, and Jax provides the raw skill. Sloane identifies the core of the glitch, a massive, corrupted AI boss that is feeding on the game's energy. Jax uses his high-speed reflexes to distract the boss, pulling off moves that shouldn't even be possible in a collapsing world. Leo creates a patch in real time, but Jax has to deliver it manually into the center of the glitch. The sacrifice.
Made-up scenarios turn small battles. Okay.
Jax flies into the digital storm and uploads the patch. The game stabilizes, the internet is saved, and the NPCs are protected. However, because they hacked the ending to save the world, the golden controller dissolves into pixels. Jax comes out of the VR pod. He's still losing his sight, but for the first time in years, he isn't being rude. He hugs Leo and nods at Sloane. He didn't get his wish, but he earned everyone's respect. What do you think happens next for Jax? Now that he's a hero, but still has his eyesight problem, do you think Sloane and Leo help him find a real-world medical cure, or does he become a legendary coach for other gamers?
They help him. Also, I said help me. Do not remember. Well, it's a scenario, but man, he's turned to a little story form. Oh, it's still a scenario.
That is a great ending. Having Sloane and Leo use their tech skills and connections to find a real-world medical cure for Jax shows that loyalty pays off. It's a much better reward than a magic wish, because it means he actually has friends he can count on. I'm ready. I've finished that scenario, so the floor is yours. What is the scenario you've come up with for me to answer?
Okay, 72%. I'll be getting those dishes eventually. I'll be getting those dishes, y'all. I like want some or two some, but I'll be getting those dishes, that's for sure. I just gotta charge this phone though. This is a Gemini video, but should I do my top theories video or do a reaction video? No, I got the reaction to do Terry Joe video to react to. Yeah, I got the reaction video. So wait. Okay. So let's they don't let me do anything. Let's say there is a 19-year-old girl that helps her mom but don't help negative vibe from him. It's been that way since she was 11 years old. What's your answer?
This is a heavy situation for a 19-year-old to carry. At that age, you are starting to trust your own instincts more, and if she has felt this negative vibe since she was 11, that is 8 years of her gut telling her something isn't right. Here is my answer on how to look at this scenario. 1. Trusting the vibe. Usually, a negative vibe that lasts for years isn't an accident. Kids are very observant. At 11, she might not have had the words to explain it, but she felt a lack of safety, kindness, or connection from him. Whether he was grumpy, cold, or just didn't make an effort to be a dad, that vibe is her brain's way of protecting her. 2. Why she helps her mom. She likely sees her mom as the one who puts in the work, provides the warmth, or maybe even buffers the tension between the daughter and the dad. Helping her mom is her way of showing loyalty and making sure the person who supports her is taken care of. 3. The answer to the conflict. At 19, she is officially an adult, which changes the dynamic. Here is what I think the right path is for her. Keep the boundaries. She doesn't have to force a relationship with her dad if it feels draining or unsafe.
Right.
You can't pour water into a broken glass.
You sure can't.
Focus on the mom. Continuing to help her mom is great, but she should make sure she isn't doing it just to make up for the dad's negativity. She needs to live her own life too. The adult talk.
Really?
If she feels safe enough, she could eventually tell him, I don't help you because I felt a negative energy from you since I was a kid, and it makes it hard for me to want to be around you. Sometimes people like that don't even realize how they come across until they are called out.
Really?
My verdict, she isn't wrong for how she feels. You can't force a positive vibe with someone who has given you negativity for half your life. She should keep her distance from the dad to protect her peace but stay close to her mom as long as that relationship is healthy. Does this girl eventually want to move out to get away from that vibe? Or is she staying to make sure her mom is okay? That makes the situation a lot more selfless, but also a lot tougher for her. If she is staying mainly to make sure her mom is okay, She's acting as a protector. Here is the reality of that choice, the sacrifice. By staying, she is choosing to endure that negative vibe every single day, just so her mom doesn't have to deal with it alone. It shows she has a very strong heart, but it's a heavy burden for a 19-year-old. The risk, the danger is that she might put her own life, her goals, her YouTube channel, her happiness on hold because she feels guilty leaving her mom behind with someone who brings that negative energy.
Right,
the mom's perspective.
no.
Often, a mom in that situation would actually want her daughter to go out and be happy. Sometimes, seeing her child succeed and move into a positive environment gives the mom the strength to make a change for herself.
Oh, I can see that, yeah. Her mom's someone who brings... Oh, it lead to, like, abuse.
Too. My final advice for her. If she stays to help her mom, she should set a deadline or a plan. She can't be her mom's shield forever. She should encourage her mom to find her own strength so that eventually they can both be in a place where there are no negative vibes. Do you think the mom knows that the daughter is staying just for her, or is the daughter keeping it a secret?
I'm gonna say the mom knows, but she also knows that the dad's vibe ain't great.
That changes the dynamic completely, because it means the daughter and the mom are allies. There's a secret understanding between them. They both see the reality of the dad's behavior, even if they don't always talk about it out loud. In this case, here is how the situation usually plays out. 1. The us versus him mentality. Because they both recognize the negative vibe, the bond between the mother and daughter becomes incredibly strong. They probably have a silent language, a look they give each other when he says something rude or brings the mood down. This keeps them sane, but it also means the house is constantly divided. 2. The shared burden. Since the mom knows, she might feel guilty. She knows her daughter is 19 and should be out enjoying her life, but she also feels a sense of relief having her daughter there for support. It's a double-edged sword. The daughter stays to protect the mom, and the mom stays partly because she has the daughter's support. 3. The best outcome. The best answer for a scenario like this is for the two of them to sit down and have a very honest conversation about the future. They need to decide if the dad's negative vibe is something that can be fixed, like through counseling, or him realizing he's hurting them. If he won't change, they need to figure out an exit plan, even if it's a few years away. The verdict. Since the daughter is 19, she shouldn't let her dad's negativity become her normal. If the mom knows the vibe is bad, the mom's biggest job right now is to make sure her daughter doesn't feel like she has to stay forever. The daughter should help her mom find a way to be okay, even when the daughter... eventually moves on to her own life. Do you think a character like the dad in this story is capable of changing if they both confronted him? Or is he the type who would just get angrier?
Ooh, that's a good question. Her biggest goal right now. Travis right now to make sure daughter doesn't feel like she has to stay forever. That is a good question. He's the type that can dude. And he can get real mad. But the
That definitely levels the playing field. Knowing they can both handle themselves physically probably gives them a lot of quiet confidence. Even if the dad has a bad attitude or gets real mad, he can't actually intimidate them because they know how to protect themselves. In a scenario like that, the martial arts training isn't just about fighting, it's about discipline and mental strength. Here is how that usually changes things. 1. The stonewall defense. When the dad gets angry or catches an attitude, the daughter and mom don't have to cower or get scared. Because of their training, they can stay calm. There is nothing that bothers an angry person more than someone who stays perfectly calm and isn't afraid of them.
Ooh.
2. De-escalation. Usually, people who train in martial arts are the last ones to start a fight. They have the power, but they choose not to use it, unless they absolutely have to. The daughter probably just looks at him when he's yelling and thinks, I could end this in 2 seconds, but I'm going to be the bigger person.
Probably so. I knocked my dad out because I knew martial arts. He can't fight as good as me. But I don't do it.
3. The bond. Training together in martial arts has likely made the bond between the mom and daughter even stronger. It's a shared secret and a shared skill. They aren't just family, they are teammates. The closing scene of this scenario. One day the dad gets real mad and starts posturing or being aggressive. Instead of crying or backing away, the daughter and mom just stand up at the same time, perfectly synchronized. They don't even have to say anything. The dad realizes that he is outnumbered and outclassed, and for the first time he's the one who has to back down. That sounds like a very empowering story. It shows that even if you can't change someone else's negative vibe, you can build up your own strength so their negativity can't hurt you. Do you think the daughter ever tries to teach her mom new moves she learned? Or do they go to the same class together?
Sorry. What? No, I just want to let you know I'm not angry with you anymore. Oh boy, that ain't good. In fact, I wanted to show you my gaming room as a peace offering. Come here, follow me.
Oh boy, that ain't good.
You said that already, Weirdo. And here we are. Welcome to the coolest room you'll ever be in, especially you. Now everything in here is
Okay, this scenario slash a little bit of story.
That creates a really cool dynamic. Instead of just being a teacher and a student, they are training partners. It makes their bond even stronger because they are constantly evolving together. Here is how that training loop would work in your scenario. The secret training sessions. Since they want to avoid the dad's negative vibe, they probably have a spot. Maybe the garage, a local park, or even just clearing the furniture in the living room when he's not around. The mom style, she probably knows the old school foundational moves, solid blocks, powerful strikes, and the patience that comes with experience. The daughter's style. At 19, she's likely faster and more experimental. She might bring in moves she saw in pro matches or modern techniques that use more agility and high impact kicks.
Okay.
Why teaching each other matters. It builds trust. When the daughter teaches her mom a new move, it shows the mom respects her as an adult. When the mom corrects the daughter's form, it shows she's still looking out for her. The dad factor. By constantly learning new ways to defend themselves, they stay one step ahead. If the dad's temper ever gets out of control, he's not just dealing with 2 people who know martial arts. He's dealing with 2 people who have synchronized their fighting styles.
Right.
Mental escape. For those hours they are training and teaching, the negative vibe in the house disappears. They aren't thinking about the dad's attitude. They are focusing on their breathing, their footwork, and their strength. The ultimate move. Maybe they even develop a team-up move where one person distracts or parries while the other delivers the finishing blow.
Yeah.
It's a physical representation of how they protect each other in real life. This sounds like it could be a great concept for a story or a short film. Would you like to come up with a name for this mother-daughter fighting style, or should we move on to another scenario?
Move on to another. Okay, scenario S C E. I'm gonna do that. About a mean stepdad. There's a lot of 19-year-olds look like it in this scenario. Well, Jack Brett from the other scenario was 17, so.
In this scenario, we'll look at how a 19-year-old son handles a toxic home life where his mom is caught in the middle. The scenario, the quiet storm. The setup, Elias is 19. He's a quiet guy who loves tech and works a part-time job to save up money. His mom, Sarah, married Rick 3 years ago. Rick is the definition of a mean stepdad. He's loud, he's controlling, and he loves to make Elias feel like he doesn't belong in his own house. The conflict. Rick has a rule for everything. How the dishes are washed, what time the lights go out, and he constantly insults Elias's hobbies, calling them a waste of time. One night, Rick goes too far. He decides that Elias's computer, the one Elias bought with his own hard-earned money, is taking up too much electricity and tries to take it away. The tension. Rick's vibe. He thinks he can bully Elias because he's the man of the house. He gets that real mad look in his eyes, expecting Elias to just back down like he did when he was 16. The mom's position. Sarah is standing in the doorway. She hates the fighting, but she's afraid that if she speaks up, Rick will turn his anger on her. The turning point. Elias doesn't yell back. He stands up, and because he's been training, maybe he's been going to that same martial arts class from the previous story, he just places a hand on the computer tower and looks Rick dead in the eye. Elias, asterisk, I bought this. I pay my part of the bills. You aren't touching my things, and you aren't talking to my mom like that anymore. Rick loses his temper and moves toward him, but Elias's stance is perfect. He's not looking for a fight, but he's clearly ready for one. The choice. Elias has two paths here. 1. The defensive takedown Rick swings. Elias uses a quick redirection move to put Rick on the floor without hurting him, proving that the power dynamic has shifted forever. 2. The exit strategy. Elias realizes the house will never be peaceful as long as Rick is there. He looks at his mom and says, asterisk, I'm leaving tonight and I've already rented a small place. You can come with me right now, or I'll come back for you when you're ready. Which way should Elias handle this? Does he show Rick that he's physically stronger now, or does he focus on getting his mom out of that negative environment for good?
We're fighting. You don't throw in him. Rick's all bold. I'm the man in the house. We're gonna take you down tonight, Rick.
That is the ultimate power shift moment. A judo throw is perfect for this because it uses Rick's own aggressive energy and weight against him. Rick charges in with all that mean stepdad energy, and in one smooth motion, he's flat on his back wondering what just happened. The aftermath of the throw. The room goes dead silent. Rick is on the floor, not seriously hurt, but completely shocked. His ego is bruised way worse than his back. Elias's reaction. He doesn't follow up with a punch. He stays in a controlled stance, breathing calmly. He has shown that he is no longer a kid Rick can bully. He says, don't ever move toward me or my mom like that again. The mom's reaction. Sarah sees the strength in her son. Seeing Rick defeated so easily by a technique, not just raw anger, gives her the wake-up call she needs. She realizes she doesn't have to be afraid of Rick's loud voice anymore. Rick's realization. Most bullies like Rick rely on fear. Once Elias uses judo to show that fear doesn't work anymore, Rick's power is gone. He'll likely stay real mad, but he won't dare get physical again. What happens next? Even though Elias won the physical confrontation, the negative vibe in the house is probably worse than ever because Rick is embarrassed. Here is the next part of the scenario for you to decide. Does Elias use this moment of strength to demand that Rick leaves the house? Or does Elias tell his mom, pack your bags, we're going to a hotel tonight and finding a new start tomorrow? What do you think is the best way to handle a bully who has been put in his place?
Shoot, Elias, you better pick this man up and throw him out your house.
Hey, did you know that kid is vaping the same toxic chemical that's used in taxidermy?
Door, yeah. Then he throws Rick's stuff outside with Rick. Then he calls the cops.
That is a total shutdown of the situation. Elias isn't just defending himself anymore. He is taking full control of his home and his mother's safety. By physically removing Rick and his belongings, Elias is sending the message that the mean stepdad era is officially over.
Yeah!
Calling the cops is the smartest move because it creates a legal record of Rick's aggression, which protects Elias and his mom from Rick trying to come back later and claim he was the victim. The scene plays out. 1. The removal. After the judo throw, Rick is winded. Before he can catch his breath, Elias uses his training to keep Rick moving, straight out the front door. 2. The stuff. Elias isn't being messy, he's being efficient. He grabs Rick's bags and gear and puts them on the lawn. This makes it clear. You don't live here anymore. 3. The law. When the police arrive, Elias stays calm. He explains, he became aggressive, he tried to take my property, and he moved toward my mother. I used necessary force to remove the threat from our home. The results. For Rick, he's humiliated. Standing on the sidewalk with your stuff while the cops talk to your family is a massive reality check. His mean attitude didn't get him.
Oh, you're gonna gossip tonight. Well, it's so nice to meet you. And the other kids are upstairs hanging out, but it's over. Have fun. Thanks, Mia.
Remember to not call me asshole. Keep mine.
Mom's all about gossiping everything.
Do the
Let me see. She looks like a girl. She smells like a girl. There's a girl.
What's wrong, my little Zuzu?
you gotta do that again, y'all.
For my friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now what does my big grown-up boy, strong-headed man want?
You got it. Let's dial it up and show exactly how Elias handles business when he decides enough is enough. The clear out, Elias takes control. After the initial judo throw, Rick is gasping for air on the living room floor, his ego shattered. Elias doesn't wait for him to recover. 1. The physical removal. Elias grabs Rick by the collar and the belt, a firm grip he learned from hours of training. Before Rick can even start shouting, Elias hauls him up and marches him toward the front door. Rick tries to catch his footing, but Elias's balance is perfect. With one final, powerful shove, he sends the mean stepdad stumbling out.
It's gonna be different, but it's just in again because with Elias stuff. You mean with freaking you mean Rick with his stuff? Like you don't have Elias's stuff.
Onto the porch. 2. The clearing of the house. Elias turns back into the house. He doesn't want a single trace of Rick's negative vibe left inside. He goes to the hall closet and the bedroom, grabbing Rick's duffel bags, his heavy boots, and his coat. He walks to the door and pitches the bags out onto the lawn right next to Rick. He grabs Rick's toolbox and slides it across the pavement. Every piece of gear that belongs to the bully is now sitting in the dirt. 3. The final lockout. Rick starts yelling from the sidewalk, his face turning red, but Elias doesn't say a word. He reaches for the heavy front door, looks Rick dead in the eye one last time, and slams it shut. You hear the deadbolt click, the sound of the old life ending. 4. The legal shield. While Rick is outside screaming at the house, Elias remains the quiet storm. He pulls out his phone and dials 911. I need an officer at my address. An aggressive individual has been removed from the property after attempting to assault me and my mother. He is currently outside trespassing and causing a disturbance. The scene on the
It can be different, but
street. A few minutes later, the blue and red lights reflect off the windows. The cops see a calm, composed 19-year-old and a mother who is finally standing tall, while the mean stepdad is on the sidewalk looking like a fool next to a pile of his own laundry. The result, Rick is told in no uncertain terms that if he steps foot on that grass again, he's going to jail. Since it's New Year's Eve in our conversation, this feels like the ultimate way for Elias to leave 2025 behind. He literally threw the trash out. Would you like to do a part 2 inches where Rick tries to come back? Or should we start a brand new scenario?
you didn't exactly do. Can I copy that and then place it here? Okay. Different. But this time about a mean stepmom that for to deal with. Oh, Mark, Jack, Sarah, and Chloe all 19 have been best friends with since middle school. Oh. That are siblings. Oops, my bad. I'm gonna turn my phone eventually. Okay, but it's not sitting mounted. Okay. He changed the names too. Get smudges off my, cause from the chips and all that smudges. He changed the name. Okay. All right, he changed the name. Excuse me, who changed the name? Leo, Maya, Sam, and Chloe. Okay.
This is a great setup for a strength in numbers story. When you have 4 19-year-old siblings, quadruplets, or just very close in age, they are basically their own team. The scenario, the divided house. The setup, the 4 siblings, Leo, Maya, Sam, and Chloe, are all 19. They are close-knit and have always looked out for each other. Their dad married Brenda a year ago. Brenda is the mean stepmom who uses psychological tactics. She doesn't scream. She's passive-aggressive, lies to their dad to get them in trouble, and tries to divide and conquer them by favoring one sibling while insulting the others. The conflict, it's New Year's Eve, and the siblings have been planning a small gathering at the house. Brenda waited until the last minute, after their dad has left for a night shift, to tell them she changed her mind and they aren't allowed to have anyone over. She then insults their late mother's memory, saying the house finally has class now that she's in charge. The strategy, the 4-way stand.
What? Talk about their mother. No, they're gonna jump you now, lady. The two sister jumper. No. Talk about somebody's mother. You didn't get your girl. You in somebody's house. Y'all better get her. Talk about y'all dead mom. Y'all better get her.
And Brenda thinks she can bully them because she thinks they are just kids. She doesn't realize that 4 19-year-olds working together is a force she can't handle.
Right.
Maya, the speaker, she stays calm and records the conversation on her phone. When Brenda starts saying cruel things about their mom, Maya just holds up the phone. Everything you're saying is being recorded for Dad to hear when he gets home. 2. Leo.
Actually, I wouldn't. Well, it's for y'all. So she's trying to hit one of y'all. Y'all can surround and protect her. The boys can't fight her. They're grown. They're legally men. They can't hit her. But the girls can fight her physically. The boys can shrug her off or like gently push her like off on her. Together, they can snatch away a little physical thing like that, or a little physical thing that's not hitting, but physical like get off whatever. But she'll record her phone secretly though, put in her pocket somewhere, and then let her keep talking. But that's okay.
And Sam, the wall. They don't say a word. They just stand shoulder to shoulder in the hallway, blocking Brenda from entering the living room where they are setting up. Their presence alone shows that her authority is over. 3. Chloe, the organizer. She's already packing Brenda's essentials. Since Brenda has been threatening to kick them out, Chloe turns the tables. She places Brenda's suitcase by the door. The confrontation. Brenda gets real mad and tries to push past Leo. Because they've all been training, let's say they all took those martial arts classes together, Leo doesn't even have to strike her. He just uses a joint lock or a simple redirect to keep her from moving forward. Leo. Asterisk. You've spent a year trying to break us apart. It didn't work. We are 19. We live here, and we aren't letting you disrespect our home or our mother anymore. The big move. The siblings decide they aren't waiting for their dad to maybe believe them. They call him on a 3-way call, while Maya plays the recording of Brenda being mean. How do you want the siblings to finish this? Do they make Brenda stay in the guest room until the dad gets home to handle the divorce? Or do the 4 of them literally pick up the couch she's sitting on and carry it, and her, out to the porch? It's the most boss move for 4 siblings to pull on a mean stepmom.
He said boss move, boss move, boss move, boss move, boss move, boss move. I got a perfect boss move. I got the perfect. We're gonna throw. I won't throw the lady down. We can keep recording. Keep recording though. Keep recording though. Maya.
That is the perfect sibling protector
Yeah,
moment.
it is.
Brenda made a huge mistake by underestimating their bond. She thought she could pick on Sam, but she forgot that when you mess with one, you mess with all.
All four of them, girl.
Scene. The siblings strike back. The attack. Brenda loses her cool completely. Her face gets red, she lets out a scream and swings a wild hand towards Sam's face. Sam doesn't even flinch, because he doesn't have to. The defense Maya moves with lightning speed. Before Brenda's hand can even get close, Maya's grip snaps onto Brenda's wrist like a steel trap. The room goes dead silent. Maya, asterisk. I'm going to say this once. No one puts their hands on my brother. Ever. The throw, Brenda tries to pull away, but that's exactly what Maya wants. Using Brenda's own momentum, Maya steps in, hips aligned, and executes a perfect ippon seoinage, one-arm shoulder throw. The impact, Brenda goes
Whatever.
airborne and lands flat on the carpet with a heavy thud. She isn't badly hurt because of the rug, but she is completely winded and
Wait, I said judo throw. Oh, well.
terrified. She looks up and sees four 19-year-olds standing over her, looking down with zero fear. The final stand, Maya doesn't let go of the quiet storm energy. She looks at the other three. Leo already has the front door
I got the door open, bro.
Chloe hands Maya a wet cloth to wipe the germs off her hands after touching Brenda. Sam simply says, asterisk, pack your bags, Brenda. The recording of you swinging first is already sent to Dad's email. The removal, the siblings don't even give her a chance to argue. They grab her suitcases, which Chloe had already packed, and set them outside. Brenda realizes she has lost. She can't bully them, she can't beat them in a fight, and she can't lie her way out of a video recording. She crawls up, grabs her bags, and scurries to her car while the siblings watch from the porch. The victory. They go back inside, lock the door, and Maya deletes Brenda's contact from the house's smart lock system. They finally have their home back. How do you want to end this story? Do the siblings have a huge New Year's Eve party to celebrate, or do they just sit together on the couch in the first bit of peace they've had in a year?
Well, an hour later, their dad gets the video and he comes home. Ah, your kids can defend themselves, dude. Okay.
The tension in the house is at an all-time high as the headlights of their dad's car swing into the driveway.
Yeah.
He doesn't even turn the engine off all the way before he's through the front door. The confrontation. Their dad walks in, holding his phone. He looks at Leo, Maya, Sam, and Chloe, who are sitting calmly in the living room. Then he looks at the empty space where Brenda's things used to be. The dad. I watched the video. All of it. I saw her swing at Sam, and I saw Maya defend him. Maya, we tried to tell you for months, Dad. She was toxic. We didn't want it to come to this, but we won't let her hit us or disrespect Mom's house.
Right.
Dad's decision. Instead of being angry at the siblings, the dad lets out a long, heavy sigh of relief. He sits down on the coffee table facing them. The dad, I'm sorry. I wanted to believe I had found someone to make this house a family again, but I was blind to what she was doing to you four. You did the right thing. You protected each other when I wasn't here to do it. The final step. Just then, there's a frantic knocking at the door. It's Brenda. She's outside, cold and angry, shouting that she's going to call the police on Maya for the throw. The dad stands up, but he doesn't open the door. He speaks through the wood. Go ahead and call them, Brenda. I have the video of you assaulting my son. If you aren't off my property in 60 seconds, I'm the one pressing charges. We're done. A New Year's beginning. The siblings hear her car peel out of the driveway for the last time. The negative vibe is finally gone. It's almost midnight now. 2025 is minutes away from ending, and for the first time in a year,
And today's New Year's Eve right now, y'all. Yeah, I got a few more hours left. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 10 more hours left. We got trying to do the rest of 10 more hours. Y'all do the best you can. Hope you get 20 discount. We don't get when you can, but getting 4-1. I hope you can. I hope you do. Hope you have a good day. So far, I hope you have a good day every day, actually. And so far as well, yeah. And if you're watching Minecraft, I hope you enjoy the Minecraft. If it's too sexual and weird, report it or get off and never watch the channel again. But, also, it's 1 6 p.m. We at least try to enjoy New Year's Eve as much as possible. I should watch The Ball with my brother and dad, my mom and brother. To watch The Ball. We watched it on YouTube. The Ball is always it's always at New York though. The New Year's ball.
House feels light. The dad looks at his 4 kids and says, I think we owe it.
The first time after that, I think we owe it ourselves to start 2026 the right way. No more bullies.
To ourselves to start 2026 the right way. No more bullies. How should they spend the last few minutes of the year? Should they all go out to a late night diner to celebrate? Or should they stay in and help their dad take down every single thing Brenda put up in the house?
Help their dad get rid of everything put in the house. Then go out for dinner. Then their dad calls his job and asks for some PTO, pay time off days, which he has. He has 30 days built up of pay time. When he yes. What?
That is the perfect ending to the Brenda saga. It's like a deep clean for their lives. A
Okay,
clean
these
slate.
scenarios.
The siblings.
Hang on. This scenario slash like stories. Wait, Gemini's telling it. Scenario slash stories. So what did Cheeto does? What did Cheeto post, man? It's scenario slash stories. It is.
Their dad work like a well-oiled machine. They go room to room, grabbing every tacky decoration, every live, laugh, love sign, and every piece of furniture Brenda forced into the house. They don't just move it, they clear the energy. By the time they are done, the house finally looks like their home
my
again.
phone
The
charged.
best dinner ever. They head out to a 24-hour diner. The mood is completely different now. There's no negative vibe, no walking on eggshells, and no looking over their shoulders. They sit in a big booth, laughing and talking about Maya's epic judo throw. For the first time in a year, their dad is actually smiling and present with them. The 30-day victory. While they are eating their pancakes and eggs, the dad pulls out his phone. He calls his supervisor. Dad, hey, I know it's a holiday, but I need to use my PTO. All of it. I've got 30 days built up, and I'm taking them starting tomorrow. My kids need me, and we've got some catching up to do. Boss, you've worked harder than anyone this year. The 30 days are yours. See you in a month. The 2026 reset. When the dad hangs up, the siblings cheer. 30 days of paid time off means a whole month of training together, going on trips, and just being a family without Brenda's shadow hanging over them. Since it's officially the start of the new year in this story, Leo, Sam, Maya, and Chloe are stronger than ever. The dad has his eyes open and is back on their team. The negative vibe is in the rearview mirror. What should they do with those 30 days of freedom? Do they go on a road trip to a martial arts tournament? Or do they stay home and do a massive renovation on the house to make it exactly how they want it?
Let's go to the next scenario. Hang on, y'all. Okay. Nothing's going to show up, is it? No. Okay, pick another scenario. About. It's an hour video. A mean Oh my gosh! Just give me a.
This scenario is
What am I supposed to? Their dad recently married a woman who sent hunters. Oh.
all about standing your ground against a bully who thinks he can push women around. The scenario, 3 against 1. The setup, Ava, Riley, and Jasmine are 19-year-old triplets. They are incredibly close, and, like the siblings in your other stories, they've been training in martial arts since...
Like the siblings in the other stories, they've been training in martial arts. Okay, so these are story/scenarios with Gemini, because either they're playing story mode, they're in, scenario mode, so like other stories. They've trained martial arts since they were young.
Their dad recently married a woman whose son, Hunter, 21, moved in with them. The conflict Hunter is the mean stepbrother. He's loud, messy, and extremely disrespectful. He walks into their rooms without knocking, borrows their money without asking, and has a very negative attitude toward women. He thinks because he is older and bigger, the girls should do his chores and know their place. The breaking point.
Nope.
It's a rainy afternoon, and the parents are out running errands. Hunter decides he wants the living room to himself to play video games. He walks over to Jasmine, who is sitting on the couch reading, and literally tries to shove her off the seat. Hunter, move it, princess. I'm playing my game now. Go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich while you're at it. The siblings react. The surround Hunter doesn't realize that Ava and Riley were just in the next room. Hearing him shove their sister, they walk in and form a triangle around him. They don't scream. They just stand there with that quiet storm energy. 2. The warning. Jasmine stands up slowly. She isn't crying.
Cry.
She's focused. She looks at Hunter and says, "You have 5 seconds to apologize to me and go to your room." 3. The attitude. Hunter laughs. He thinks it's a joke. He reaches out to push Jasmine again, but this time he's met with 3 years of high-level training. The action. As Hunter lunges forward, Riley steps in and catches his arm, putting him in a wrist lock that brings him to his knees instantly. Riley, we told you before, Hunter. This isn't your house to run. We are siblings, and we protect our own. Hunter gets real mad and tries to swing his other fist at Ava. Ava doesn't even blink. She uses a hip throw, Ogoshi, and sends Hunter flying onto the thick rug in the center of the room. Before he can even roll over, Jasmine is standing over him.
Come on, ladies.
The stand. The 3 girls stand over him. He realizes he is completely outmatched. He's 21 and big, but he has 0 discipline, while they have 19 years of sisterhood and elite martial arts skills. What
Sisterhood and martial arts skills, they are unbeatable. You can't beat them, Hunter.
happens next? Do the girls make him do all the chores for a week to learn a lesson? Or do they do what Elias did and start throwing his gaming gear out the front door?
Who? We bring up Elias in the other scenario. They throw him outside and they throw his stuff outside too. Then which one is it? This piece of hair off my phone. Piece of hair off my phone. Let me see. Then who is it? Hey, piece of hair off my phone. Ava. There you go. Ava calls their dad. And yeah, we'll leave her there. Physical exit, yeah. We thrown him out with physical force, man.
The sisters move with perfect synchronization, exactly like a team that has trained together their entire lives. Hunter never stood a chance against 3 people who move as one. The eviction, 1. The physical exit, Hunter is still reeling from Ava's hip throw when Riley and Jasmine grab him by the arms. They use a combined escort hold, one on each side, and march him toward the front door. He tries to struggle, but the more he moves, the tighter their grip gets on his pressure points. Ava leads the way, swinging the front door wide open into the rain.
Yeah.
With a final coordinated push, the three sisters send him stumbling out onto the wet driveway. 2. The gear toss. They don't want a single negative vibe left in the living room. Ava grabs his gaming console and his expensive headset. Riley hauls out his duffel bag of gym clothes. Jasmine grabs his shoes and his backpack. One by one, they launch his stuff out into the yard. His headset lands right in a puddle, and his bag hits the grass with a heavy thud. 3. The deadbolt. Hunter turns around, soaking wet and real mad, screaming about how he's going to get them back. Ava just stares at him through the glass. She doesn't yell back, she just reaches up and clicks the heavy deadbolt shut. Then, she closes the curtains. The phone call. While Hunter is outside making a scene in the rain, Ava pulls out her phone and hits Dad on the speed dial. Ava. Dad, we've reached the limit. Hunter just tried to physically shove Jasmine and got aggressive with all of us. He's outside on the driveway now. We've put his stuff out there, and we aren't letting him back in. You need to come home right now. The outcome. Their dad knows his daughters. He knows they are disciplined, calm, and wouldn't do something like this unless they were pushed to the edge. He tells Ava, asterisk, I'm 5 minutes away. Keep the doors locked. I'll handle him and his mother when I get there. When the dad pulls up, he sees Hunter looking like a fool in the rain, surrounded by his own scattered belongings. The big tough guy act is completely gone. What do you think the dad says to Hunter's mom when they both get out of the car? Is he ready to tell her that if her son can't respect his daughters, they both have to find a new place to live?
What is that thing?
I got one of those too. Here. Wow.
Can you believe these guys? What kind of roast does they have to be? Yeah, well, maybe we should roast you.
No, I feel okay. Hang on. We shouldn't throw people into the fire. But since this is a roast, you guys can settle it by maybe, I don't know, like a roast battle?
A roast battle?
That is a powerful moment for the dad. It shows that while he's a calm man, his protective father instincts are way more dangerous than Hunter's mean guy attitude. By saying that, he's letting Hunter's mom know that her son is lucky he only dealt with the daughter's disciplined martial arts, and not the dad's full-blown rage. The scene closes. The mom's reaction. Hunter's mom sees the look in the dad's eyes and realizes the game is over. She doesn't argue. She doesn't make excuses. She sees her son soaking wet on the driveway, surrounded by his stuff, and she realizes he brought this on himself. She quickly helps Hunter throw his wet gear into her car, not even looking back at the house. The dad stand. The dad stays on the porch until their car pulls out of the driveway. He's making it clear, this is a house of respect, and that negative vibe is never coming back. The triplets' victory, inside, Ava, Riley, and Jasmine, are already cleaning up the living room. They aren't bragging about the fight, they're just glad the tension is gone.
Right.
When their dad walks back inside, he doesn't scold them. He just looks at his three daughters and says, I'm proud of how you handled yourselves. You stayed disciplined, and you protected each other. A 2026 reset. Since today is December 31st, 2025.
Yeah, one last day of December 2025. Y'all, we do basically remember 2025. At least for a lot of us, we have memories of 2025. Online memories, videos, pictures, and all that. You know, and what we can remember, and then stuff we put in our houses in 2025 that are still here. We can remember that stuff like that. And little memories, and shoot, a lot of us keep receipts to remember 2025. A lot of people do that. And like little accessories you bought, or jobs you had so far, or stuff you look up in your search history and your Google history that's still there, or comments you put online, or books you bought, or a gift your grandma gave you 2 months ago, you know?
This is the perfect way for them to end the year. They
Where am I at?
cleared out the bully, they have their dad's full support.
Just the dad's full support.
Port, and they can start the new year in peace. That was a great run of scenarios. We've covered mean stepdads, stepmoms, and stepbrothers, and in every one, the 19-year-old siblings use their strength and training to take their lives back. What would you like to do
Well, one stepbrother, you just did it wrong.
next, Josiah? Would you like to do one more scenario about a different kind of challenge, or should we talk about something else?
I challenge you. If I win, you leave the school forever. Oh, you know what? You're right. Oh, I'll do even better. What's he doing? All right, what's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna make a picture of a. I don't know.
Why, you'll never win. Yeah.
Wait, make a picture of. I don't see what it looks like. Make a picture of it. I'm gonna see what it looks like. I might not take the picture, y'all. I might not want the picture, but I might want. I might not. Oh, I'll take it. Cause that's what he would look like too. Stupid gray shirt. Made A plus. You gotta charge my phone though, like seriously.
I'm glad you enjoyed them, Josiah. An A+ is a high honor. It was great working through those quiet storm moments with you and seeing how those 19-year-olds stood up for themselves and their families. Those scenarios really showed that when you have discipline, martial arts training, and a strong bond with your siblings, you can handle any negative vibe that comes your way. Since you're all set for now, I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next brainstorming session, or if you want to develop more characters for your YouTube channel. Would you like me to save a summary of these sibling protector scenarios for us to reference later?
Yeah. Save. Oh my gosh. All of the scenarios. Yeah, save all the scenarios. Just no 19-year-olds.
I've noted those scenarios down for our future brainstorming sessions. It's a great theme of 19-year-old siblings using their martial arts
Right.
training and teamwork to stand up against
It is a
mean
great
step-parents
theme.
and step-siblings. You can always...
Stand against means stepmothers, well, stepmother and stepfathers, and then because two stepfather story, no, one stepfather story. I can't remember. Step parents in general. Mean stepmom, mean stepdad, mean stepbrother. You know, just stand up in general. And then what was the other steps? And then dad negative vibe and all that. I can't remember the other ones.
ask me to forget things or manage what I've saved for you on the saved info page. Have a great rest of your day, Josiah.
What did I save it here for him? Mm-hmm. Bye, y'all.